This time we should find the area between two curves, both of them trigonometric functions. First function is y equals sine 2x, and the second function is y equals 2 sine x. And you need to find the area between two curves from 0 to pi. Let's do it. You can apply the definite integrals form, and it will be a function, the second function minus the first function. We integrated with respect to x as it's given, and our bounds will be from 0 to pi. So let's do that. The first function will be function 2 will be 2 sine x. So we integrate 2 sine x minus first function, which is sine 2x, and it's with respect to x, and integrals will be from 0 to pi. As you know, the integral of sine x is cosine x, but it's negative. So it will be negative cosine x. Put negative first, drop these two, and sine will be cosine. So cosine, negative cosine x. And to do sine 2x, the integral of sine 2x, you take the number, stick with x, flip it to be 1/2. Reciprocal 2 to be 1 over 2. So it will be 1 over 2, that's before, 1 over 2. And then the integral of sine is negative cosine. So we have negative here from the beginning, minus subtraction sign, and the integral of sine is negative. So 1/2, and then sine will be cosine 2x. And our bounds from 0 to pi. Let's simplify that. It will be negative 2 cosine x plus, negative is plus, 1/2 cosine 2x, and our bounds from 0 to pi. Let's do that. So the evaluation of this integral will be f of pi minus f of 0. F of pi, plug it in pi. Here, it will be negative 2 cosine pi plus 1/2 cosine 2 pi minus, you plug it in 0 here, will be negative 2 cosine 0 plus 1/2 cosine, and 2 times 0 is 0. Let's evaluate that. So negative 2 and cosine pi is negative 1. Want you to remember the trig function ratios, plus 1/2 times cosine of 2 pi is the same as cosine of 0. It's the whole circle. 2 pi is the same as 0. So this is 0. If you spin pi, 2 pi, the same as 0. So sine 0 is 1. So this will be negative 2 times negative 1 is positive 2, and 1/2 times 1 is positive 1/2. Let's evaluate that here. Cosine 0, you know, cosine 0 is 1, and 1 times negative 2. So it will be negative 2 times 1, and here is 1/2 times cosine 0 is 1, and you have minus here. So minus, here, minus. Negative 2 times 1 is negative 2. And 1/2 times 1 is 1/2. And if you distribute negative, it will be negative times negative is positive 2. And negative times 1/2 is negative 1/2. Cancel out 1/2 with negative 1/2. Then 2 plus 2 left equals 4. So the area will be 4 units squared. That's algebraically. Algebraically, we prove that the integral between the two curves from 0 to pi is 4. Let's do that graphically. So we'll go to our graphing calculator, and in the front of y1, make sure you clear your data. And before that, make sure you press mode, and you are in radian system. Radian. Scroll down to radian if it's not, and set it for radian. Enter. And press again Y, and then type the function that you want to integrate. Here is the function that you want to integrate is 2 sine x minus sine 2x, close parentheses here. And do we forget something here? Don't forget, because even me, I forgot to insert parentheses. Back again. Insert parentheses here. Back again. So this is x and then parentheses. Yes, we fix it now. Good. 2 sine x minus sine 2x, and we're going to do the integral. So second trace, press 7, and we need to do the integral from 0. So first bound is 0, 0, enter, and then pi, which is second cross pi, enter. And you see the area under this curve is for graphically.